Demarcus Jones. History. Knowledge. Yeah, the truth is here.
Black history was a mystery. I mean, it never really made no sense to me. Like who we were before slavery, how we got here, how we came to be, or what the strategy, about the powers that be. Erase the facts that we were kings and queens, but now the cats and I, they were magical. Everything we touched turns them to gold. Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones. The calendar won't get it wrong. Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones. Originals, we don't need a clone. Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones, Demarcus Jones. Black history, you can learn at home.
Chapter 5. What else could I get into?
Whoa, that was some dream, I said to myself. I was still feeling a little nervous, scared, and yet excited over what I had just seen. I opened my hand and there it was, the coin that General Barca tossed to me. I inspected it further and saw that his coin had one face on one side and an elephant on the other. General Barca had his own money? It was like I was face to face with the president. Wow! Now what else could I get into? I looked at the time and it appeared no time had changed. I felt like I had been gone for hours, maybe days. But according to the clock on my nightstand, no time had changed. Oh well. I began to examine the solar calendar again. I now know that it is not a chart clock. The correct name for it was solar calendar. I counted all of the symbols on the solar calendar and counted 12. Each symbol must represent a month. I wanted to get on the computer and look on the internet to see if Hannibal Barca was real, but my mom wouldn't allow me to get on the computer during this time of night. I looked down at the flat, circular stone. There were a lot of lines, and neither line had a symbol in between it. But I figured that it must have meant that each line was a year. It was odd because I had no way to determine which line was which year, but I decided to just flick the stick in the middle again and see what would happen. I was a little nervous to touch the stone because General Barca scared me. He ended up being pretty nice, but I was afraid that I might not meet such a nice warrior again. General Barca did say something about my energy being responsible for sending me to him. Maybe I could take myself to a safer time. I wanted to meet someone who is not a mean warrior, maybe someone who's a nice king. A king who would be in charge of any mean warriors. I really don't want to meet someone who would scare me so much. Oh well, here we go. I picked up the stone and placed it on another symbol, opposite to the one that I used last time. Then I flicked the stick. It kept twirling and twirling and twirling like it would never stop. I watched it and I couldn't wait for it to stop, but it just wouldn't. Thud! I jumped. It sounded like a noise was coming from the area of my mom's room. While the stick continued to spin, I stood and crept towards the door. I pressed my ear against the door to see if I heard anything. I didn't. I lay on the ground to look under to see if I saw any movement. I didn't. And I stood up again to open the door, and just as I reached for the door, it disappeared. I turned around, and the small stone was gone. My bed was gone too. My entire room was gone, and I was once again in another place.
On the next chapter of Demarcus Jones and the Solar Calendar Animated.
The ceiling was taller than any ceiling I had ever seen before, and it was decorated in so many beautiful colors. No, Demarcus, I am not your mother. I am Bakari, but I am better known as Hatshepsut.